Hello and welcome back to Algorithm World 2022. I'm joined by Nishant Batra, Nokia's Chief Technology and Strategy Officer. Welcome Nishant, thank you very much for joining us today. I understand you just came off the stage just now and you were talking about Nokia's vision a lot more and also different types of metaverses. Could you just talk a little bit more about that for us?
Sure. At Nokia, when we talk about metaverse, I think one thing we should clarify. We talk about metaverse in the plural.
Okay.
We look at metaverse in three dimensions, which is enterprise, industry, and consumer. Consumer is metaverse that's built on the mobile networks we deploy around the world, is for us and other consumers to enjoy the mobility and the immersion at the same time. Then there's an enterprise metaverse, which is enjoyed indoors for trainings, for collaboration, for conferences. And then finally, there's a metaverse in the industry domain, which is on the factory floor, on a port, in a mine, built on a private network, where the use case is not just immersion, but an outcome of that immersion into productivity, efficiency, and security enhancement of the enterprise.
And which one of those metaverses do you see coming out first? Is there a specific order?
If you think about what makes a metaverse successful, it's getting the quality, the outcome, and the price right. Our belief is the industrial metaverse is the first one. Actually, it's happening as we speak because the digital twins have started to exist. There are devices that can be used to augment that digital twin. And the industries are now beginning to find those outcome-driven use cases for their benefits.
Excellent, that's great. Now, what kind of requirements are needed from the networks in the future to support those three different types of metaverses?
Yeah. Let's take the example of consumer metaverse, which is driven off the mobility network that we deploy around the world for several hundred customers. This metaverse will have a requirement on throughput downlink, throughput uplink. It will also have a requirement on latency. It will have a requirement on localization and positioning in terms of device proliferation. It will have sensitivity specifically to latency. Because if you are using a headset for mixed reality, you want to have a good experience. You just don't want to be limited by the latency of it. So that's what we need to deliver to our customers. And my belief and our belief is that we have a good network in 5G, but we'll have to enhance that network to 5G advanced, which will help a lot. And then when the metaverse truly begins to happen in a pervasive way, we will need to go towards 6G to make that happen.
Excellent. And what's the role of AI and specifically algorithms when we think about building these networks in the future?
You know, the way I look at it, AI is in everything and everywhere that we build now. It's in the domain of network performance, network sustainability, network usage, sensing. It's in the domain of security. So we now have to think about AI as not a special object that we bring from somewhere and put it in the network. It's the bedrock of how these networks will be built and how these networks will be consumed. We have to think about the world of training models and outcomes driven by AI. That's how these networks are going to function.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Nishant Batra. Thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next time. My name is Jason Elliott, coming to you from Algorithms World 2022.